Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started with our Friday night Shabbat service. We'll begin by lighting the Shabbat candles. The blessing can be found on page 4. Do we have a volunteer to light the candles? All right.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat l'hadlik ner l'hadlik ner l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat l'hadlik ner l'hadlik ner l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Hey, Yasher Koach. Thank you, Vicky. All right, we're going to now turn to page 5, and we'll continue with Shalom Aleichem at the bottom of the page. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech, malachei hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We'll turn ahead to page 11, and we'll continue with Lechun Eranena at the top of the page. Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena l'Adonai. Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena l'Adonai. Naria, Naria, Letzur Ishenu, Nekadma Fanav Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letzur Ishenu, Bizmirot Narialo. Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena l'Adonai. Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena, Lechun Eranena l'Adonai. The heavens shall be glad and the earth rejoice, the sea and its fullness roar, the meadows and all that grows in them exult. Even the trees of the forest shall sing praise as Adonai comes to judge the earth, judging lands with righteousness and people with divine truth. We'll continue with Yismechu Hashamayim, middle of page 14. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umlo, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam umlo, Yismechu hashamayim hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Exalt Adonai our God and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. We'll continue with Romemu, bottom of page 20. Romemu Adonai Romemu, Romemu Adonai Romemu, Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu Romemu, Vehishtachavu lehar kodsho, Vehishtachavu lehar kodsho, Veishtachavu lehar kodesho, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu romemu, romemu Adonai romemu, romemu Adonai romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu romemu. We'll continue now with Lecha Dodi, starting on page 23. We'll do the first two stanzas and then go to page 24, do the middle stanza, and then the final stanza on page 25, during which we'll all rise and face the entrance to welcome Shabbat. Lecha Dodi, page 23. Lecha Dodi likrat kala halalai 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 penei Shabbat nekabela halalai lecha Dodi likrat kala halalai 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 penei Shabbat nekabela halalai shamor vezachor bedibur echad Hishmi'anu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemu l'tiferet ve'litchila lecha dodi likrat kala halalai 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 penei Shabbat nekabela halalai lecha dodi likrat kala halalai 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 penei Shabbat nekabela halalai likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki hi mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila lecha dodi likrat kala halalai 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 penei Shabbat nekabela halalai lecha dodi likrat kala halalai 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 penei Shabbat nekabela. Middle of 24. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumiori. Uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai, alaich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, halalai, 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 penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, halalai, penei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise and face the entrance. Bottom of page 25. Boi v'shalom materet bala, gam besimcha uvetzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala, halalai, penei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, halalai, penei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. Earlier this week / last week, I worked with one of our religious school students on teaching this tune and teaching Lecha Dodi to them classes. teaching them Lachadodi because they're going to be leading Lachadodi at the religious school Shabbat service, which remind me when that is, Judith? March 13th. And so, of course, they asked, why do we bow at the end of Boi Kala? We face the entrance, and why do we bow? And that answer is actually pretty simple. The theme of Lachadodi is the Kala, the bride of Shabbat. And just like when we're at a wedding, whether it's a Jewish wedding or a non-Jewish wedding, we all rise when the bride enters the room. And some people, and I've seen this in all types of weddings, when the bride passes them, they kind of do a little, it might be their head, it might be their upper body, but they kind of acknowledge the bride. And so we do the same thing. Now, of course, we bow to the left and then we bow to the right to symbolize that it's all around us. The entrance of the bride and therefore the start of Shabbat is all around us. It's not just in one singular direction. With that being said, we'll continue with the end of the Psalm for Shabbat, middle of page 28, Sari Katamar. Sari Katamar Yiferach Ke'erez Balvanon Yizkeshetulim Beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Beseva Deshenim Verananim Yiu Lehagid Ki Ashar Adonai Tsuri Tsuri Velo Avalat Habo. We are now going to turn to page 178, and before we continue with Mariv, we'll recite the prayer for the state of Israel, top of the page. Please join me. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael V'Goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael V'Goalo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Geulateinu, Hagen Aleha Bevrat Chastecha, Uferos Aleha Sukat Shlomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael V'Goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael V'Goalo. Avinu Sheba Shamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say, Amen. We are now going to continue with the Misha Berach prayer for those who are ill. If there is someone you are hoping and praying for healing, whether it's physical or spiritual or emotional, please go ahead and rise in your place. And after we read through the names on our list, we'll go around the room. You'll be able to say the name out loud. And if there's anyone online, you can unmute at that time and say the names as well. We'll turn back to page 173 and continue with the Debbie Friedman Misha Berach, top left-hand corner of the page. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Leah bat Sarah, Yaakov Afana bat Rivka Simcha, Shina Rezel bat Sima, Adam Chaim ben Sarah, Nisan ben Esther, Shoshana Lena bat Yochevet, Kira bat Ariel, Batcha bat Chana, Judith Siegel Yehudit bat Ruth, Ernest Edinger Israel ben Ita, Don Satz David ben Leah, Melissa Lawrence Shamira Cherut bat Sarah, Delma Edwards Tama bat Golda, Jack Azuz Yaakov ben Limid, Shirley Morrison, Sarah bat Gittel, Richard Levine, Reuven Yaakov ben Leah, Lynn Friedman, Chana bat Sarah, Rick Hammer, Ezra ben Yeta Roisha, Diane Shotaro, Rachel Langer, Jennifer Brown Lerner, Eva Kiris, Ken Gasser, Harvey Kolchin, Jennifer Hayden, Julia Damaro, Elva Pineda, Judy Pitkovsky, Nancy Levick, Killian Parker, Tanya Boberick, Marion Camerlingo, Terry Lukanik, Stephen Lukanik, Robert Lukanik, Patty Locks, Gary Guto, Nancy Rummage, Lynn Sinowitz, Chessie Idenopoulos, Richard Brower, Francis Gilston, Doris Duhigg, Amy Stone, June Shadman, Pam Daly, Dennis Milinazzo, Andrew Bustamante, and Linda August.
Sophia Rogers, Mark Slayton,
Stephen Cohen and Barry Stowe. Easter Ben Meyer, Caleb Bennett, Shannon Davis, Gigi Go.
Anyone online would like to add a name?
Joshua Fine, Burton Zacks.
Thank you. Anyone else? Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they all find the healing that they so need and so deserve. We'll now turn back to page 39A, and we'll continue with the Mariv service. I'd like to invite everyone to please rise for the Barfu at the top of the page 39A. La 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 Baruch et Adonai Hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamevorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. La 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 la. We'll continue now in English, middle of page 39A. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Living and ever-present God, may your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. U'ma'avir yom u'mevi laila, u'mavdil ben yom u'ben laila, Adonai Tsevaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'mahariv ha'ravim. We'll continue with Ahavat Olam, page 40. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amecha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shochveinu u'vekumeinu Nasiach bechukecha ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, באורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה עם שמו תשמע. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Top of 43a. אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו, ואנחנו ישראל עמו. God brought Israel from its midst to lasting freedom and led them through the divided water of the Sea of Reeds. God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name willingly, accepting God's sovereignty. And then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang unto you. We'll continue with Mi Chamocha, top of page 44. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב ויהיה לו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We'll continue with Hashkivenu, top of page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim Uferos Aleinu Sukat Shelomecha ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו Hoshienu Le'ma'an Shemecha. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Uferos aleinu sukat shelomecha Baruch atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We'll continue now with Veshamru and Chatzi Kaddish, page 46. Please rise. Veshameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. לי ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה קידותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיא. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה לאמירן בעלמא ואמרו amen. We'll continue with the private silent Amidah that begins on page 47 and concludes on page 52. You are still reciting the Amidah. Please continue. We'll now turn to the middle of page 54 and continue with the full Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash me'rabah. Be'almadi v'rakirutev v'amlich malchuteh b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayechol Beit Yisrael ba'gala uv'izman karim v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shemei rabam mevarach le'alam le'al maya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiram be'alma v'yimeru. Amen. תתקבל צלותיהון ועתהון דכל ישראל קודם אבהון דבישמעיה ואימרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמעיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואימרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואימרו amen. We'll continue now with the Friday evening Kiddush on page 55. Please rise or remain standing. Savrim Adonai v'Rabbanan v'Rabotai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzoni nechilanu zikaron le'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta Ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim ve'shabbat kodecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat. L'chaim. We'll continue with Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu l'shavei achladon hato lateit gedula ve'yotzer reshit shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot ve'lo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama shelo sam chelkeinu ka'em ve'gor aleinu kechol hamonam Banafnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim ve'yoser haaretz umoshav yikaro b'shamayim mima'al u'shechinatu zo begovhei meromim hu Eloheinu Einod Emet Malkeinu Efesulato Kakatuv Betorato Ve'adata hayom Ve'hashevota Elevavecha Ki Adonai Hu HaElohim Bashamayim Mima'al Ve'al haaretz mitachat Einod Al ken Kabbalat Adonai Eloheinu. Kakatuv betoratecha Adonai yimloch leolam vaed V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Ushemo echad. We will now take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. This Shabbat, we remember the following yurtzites for the upcoming week of Amy Gollins, Anna Jenkins, Blanche Lewis, Franklin Oberstein, Ira Gershon, Janice Berger, Leonard Rosenthal, Marvin Morantz, Max Baskin, Max Rosenblum, Morris Bergman, Philip Levy, Sam Drolet, Thomas Maydak, and Toby Becker. And is there anyone else observing a yurtzeit if you want to say their name out loud?
Scouts.
Thank you. Anyone else? May all their memories be for goodness and for a blessing. We'll continue with Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divara kirute ve'amlich malchute, B'chayechon v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Israel, Ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam alalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal shemei kudesha barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated. In a few moments, we'll conclude with Yigdal on page 62, but before then, some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi. I have a long version and a short version for tonight. I'm going to go back and forth a little bit. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us. There will be a small oneg tonight after services in the lobby. Everyone, of course, is invited. And thank you to everyone who helped set up the oneg this week. Please join us tomorrow morning at 9:30 for our Shabbat morning services, followed by our regular Kiddush lunch. And also tomorrow, we will have junior congregation at 10:15. Oh, hey, yeah, please correct me if I'm okay. This week, the Kiddush Luncheon is sponsored by Vicky Camalingo in honor of her reading Torah tomorrow. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you, Vicky. And this Sunday, a lot of stuff's going on this Sunday. Men's Club Worldwide Wrap Minion services begin at 9 o'clock. Worldwide Wrap is a nationwide event sponsored by Men's Club. And it's an opportunity to learn to put on tefillin and to share the experience with our religious school students. Also, this Sunday, Sisterhood Game Day is at 10 o'clock in the morning. And let's see, I got a description about that here somewhere. Yes, it'll be in the social hall from 10 to 12. Mahjong, all experience levels welcome to attend, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and there will be snacks. And then finally, this week and next week, we're joining Jewish congregations and communities around the nation and the world in observance of Repro Shabbat 2026. So this Sunday, please come to our Repro Shabbat learning program. It'll be in the Adler Lounge at 10 o'clock, and we'll be exploring the themes and issues of reproductive freedom through the lens of Jewish text, ethics, values, and traditions. And then next Saturday, the February 14th, we will have a special Shabbat service with some special recognition of Repro Shabbat. The big event is Sunday, February 22nd. And let's see about that. So it's our big annual fundraiser. The theme is Salsa Night. We're looking for sponsors and donors in order to ensure the event and fundraising efforts are a big success. Please contact the main office, either Shofar, or contact the book halters for more information and to send in your sponsorships, and please also your RSVPs. Wellness Havdalah, Saturday, March 7th. That'll be at 6 p.m. An RSVP is requested for that. That's our first ever Wellness Havdalah program. It's in conjunction with our annual Mishloach Manot project. Mishloach Manot is the custom of sending goodie bags for Purim. For Wellness Havdalah, take time to relax, focus on wellness, and engage the five senses. Opportunities for relaxation and renewal will feature Havdalah aromatherapy, yoga, guided meditation, make your own bath bombs, make your own Zen garden, bubble breathing, and more. And if you'd like to facilitate any wellness activities or have yoga mats to loan for the event, contact our organizers, who are Talia Timmons and Amanda Cohen-Bandy. Purim starts the night of Monday, March 2nd, and we'll be celebrating with dinner at 5 p.m. and a Megillah reading beginning at 5:45. An RSVP is requested for dinner. There will be a small charge to help offset the cost of the dinner. This year's theme is heroes, super or otherwise, and costumes are encouraged. The Megillah reading is planned as a family event with songs and fun. And I think we've got one or two more things on the long version here. The Passover Kosher Co-op, the deadline for orders and delivery is coming soon. Make sure to place your orders by Wednesday, February 18th. So that's a week from this Wednesday. Yeah. In order to ensure delivery by Sunday, March 15th here at the synagogue, and Jimmy Tran is your contact if you have any questions. Jimmy, we're talking about the Passover Kosher Co-op orders. And let's see. What?
There's only beer for
Oh, beer for Purim. All right, don't forget that. And the beer is good. I can vouch for it. Yeah. The program that was run for their lives in support of the Israeli hostages is now meeting once a month, last Sunday of the month at 12:30 for a potluck lunch in the assembly point that was used in the past outside the JCC building towards the right and towards the back. And the next one is February 22nd.
It's very special. There's all the hostages and all the bodies have turned. This is the long-awaited celebration. And so we're encouraging many people to come and celebrate with us.
All right, that's nice. That'd be a good opportunity for the community to get together. Thank you. Yeah. And I think that that's everything. So I want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Marty. I know that was a lot of information. Might be a little difficult to keep straight. So just keep looking at our emails, website, shofar, ask around. We're happy to remind everybody of all the times and dates and everything going on. With that, we're going to conclude with Yigdal, page 62. יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח נמצא ויינט אל מציאותו אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף לא נערוך אליו קדושתו קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא ראשון ואין ראשית לראשיתו הינו אדון עולם וכל נוצר יורה גדולתו ומלכותו שפע נבואתו נתנו אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד נביא ומביט את תמונתו תורת אמת נתן לעמו אל על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו לא יחליף האל ולא ימיר דתו לעולמים לזולתו צופה ויודע סתרנו מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו גומר לאיש חסד כמפעלו נותן לרשע רע כרישתו ישלח לקץ ימין משיחנו לפדות מחכה קץ ישועתו מתים יחיה אל ברוב חסדו ברוך עדי עד שם תהילתו מתים יחיה אל ברוב חסדו ברוך עדי עד שם tehillatah. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Please join us in the lobby for the Oneg. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Umevorach ay lai lai ay lai 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 la lai 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 la lai 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 la lai 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 la lai 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 la lai 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 la lai 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 lai. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.